Sakura the Return is the best unit I've ever seen. Her Trustmaster reward is a materia that raises the damage modifier of Thunder. Thunder, my fellow players, just how can you exceed that level of mastery? And don't say Moonlight Slash, that's not fair. Her Super Trustmaster reward is the Sylvan Scythe, one of the few two-handed Super Trustmaster rewards that are actually held with two hands. That alone makes it one of the greatest Super Trustmaster rewards in existence, and by far the best rod, but then it even has 3 additional passives. First is Sage's Thunder, an improved version of her Trustmaster reward. We already know how great her Trustmaster reward is, so this is just a step up. Not only that, but it also boosts limit burst damage by 100%. 100%! You know which units had equipment with big limit burst boosts? That's right, limited units. Limited units! And Sakura here isn't limited at all, that's insane! And finally, Double Demon Killer, the strongest buff for some of the most demonic enemies in the game. It's also locked to lightning, and I know what you're saying, isn't that kind of bad? Well then, counter argument. Look at that, you're just lost for words. Now how do we continue with this masterpiece of a unit? Oh, I know, onto her active abilities. Look at her magic, Burst, Flood, Thundaga, Waterga, and Eroga. When did she even learn those last 2? She must have trained a lot. Of course, you can even awaken them further, unlocking that beautiful golden coating. Her regular abilities are also amazing. Quick Thunder Scythe can only be used once, but that's because any more uses would likely break the entire game. The attack itself deals lightning damage and chains of Graviton Cannon, one of the best chaining families out there, and it also inflicts paralysis, which is also one of the best status ailments. Quick Tremulous Thunder is amazing just for using the word tremulous. Even though it's not actually a good adjective, it has a subtle undertone that just gives the ability even more strength, so long as you don't know what tremulous means. Quick Resonating Thunderstorm raises the damage modifier of Burst and Scythe, and Work for a President's Assistant just fleshes out her resume. Look at that level of real-world application. Passives. But for Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Sakura gets 500 magic, and all of these amazing killers. You know who also had amazing killers? Riser. You see, everyone looks up to him. She also gets equipment magic when carrying a single weapon, which he actually does. She also deals increased damage to demons and reapers, a species that even the legendary Sephiroth feared. She also meets half the boost to the limit burst damage cap and has a small limit burst regen, just to make her easier to build. She meets half the boost to the chain limit cap, gets extra stats when paired with Rama, well known for his amazing beard, and has a normal attack that boosts her team's lightning damage by 25%. At EX plus 2, she'll get Warring Spirit, which not even Stormseeker Esther has, and at EX plus 3, she'll get 500 magic, which of course is an acronym for Magnificence and Glory. Let's look at her limit burst. It lowers the enemy's lightning resistance by 130%, raises her limit burst damage by 150%, deals lightning damage, and raises your team's damage modifier for burst. Not the bad burst that everyone uses, the good burst. When her super limit burst is ready to go, Sakura will start with Magic Shift, which raises her magic by 250%, her limit burst damage by 200%, and fills her limit burst gauge. The super limit burst itself massively raises the damage modifier of burst for her and another ally, lowers the enemy's lightning resistance by 135%, deals big lightning damage, then raises the damage modifier of burst by less for everyone else. Do you know who else uses burst? That's right, herself. Except not actually, the game doesn't implement buffs. But it does include Nichol, who unfortunately kind of sucks. Let's rank Brave abilities. I'd prioritize all of them, because Sakura's that good. Of course, make sure to prioritize Riser if you have him. Time to make the best damage rotation. On turn 1, Quadruple Cast Burst. On turn 2, wait for it, Quadruple Cast Burst. On turn 3, Quadruple Cast Burst. Isn't this so much fun? On turn 4, cast Quick Resonating Thunderstorm, Work for a President's Assistant, and Double Cast Burst. On turn 5, use your Super Limit Burst. On turn 6, Triple Cast Burst and cap with Quick Thunder Scythe. From here on out, Quadruple Cast Burst, prioritizing her Limit Burst whenever they're ready. So, EX2, as a Super Limit Burster, Sakura will automatically benefit from additional EX Awakenings. Furthermore, EX plus 2 gives you an actual two-handed rod, and at EX plus 3, she'll get 500 magic. 500 Magnificence and Glory points! So how good is Sakura? She's the best unit ever! She very clearly stands on top as the best burst user in the game, and no one will likely ever take her place. like ever. They haven't released a single one. Wow, look at her stand against power creep. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you plan to get Sakura, the return. I definitely will, just as much as I like her counterpart Nichol.